Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over some Steam news and updates. A major mod is in the works for Hogwarts Legacy. We'll talk all about that. The Last of Us Part 1, the pre-orders have opened up, and if you want to pick that up, you can right now. And also, on top of that, pretty interesting, we're getting a bit of a physical release. We'll talk about that. I found that rather interesting. And Wanted Dead has dropped on Steam. Unfortunately, not getting the best reviews in the world, but still want to cover that at the end of this video. So we'll talk that in a little bit, but first of all, the Skyrim Together team is working on a multiplayer mod for Hogwarts Legacy, and there's already a prototype that's live right now called Hogwarp. It is live for the patron members, so if you do want to check it out in prototype, you can do so. PC Gamer has a really nice article about it. The team behind the Skyrim Together Reborn multiplayer mod has turned its attention to something new, Hogwarp, a multiplayer mod for Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously, Hogwarts Legacy is an incredibly big open-world action RPG, and I was talking to a couple of friends, and they were actually talking about, ahead of this game's release, why didn't this game have a multiplayer component, and they wanted, like, a game like Hogwarts Legacy, but it would be like an MMO, and I was just like, yo, let's get, like, the single-player experience right, and then, like, maybe sometime in the distant future we can worry about a multiplayer component. But there's a lot of information in this PC Gamer article. Now, I do want to note, like, go check out the article for yourself, because it was from a Discord chat that he got a lot of information, and a lot of it was outlined in the article itself. It was noted, our aim is to figure out how to do the basics such as spawning characters with the player's appearances, animations, and NPCs that is coming from mod maker Yamashi. We are not going to create any multiplayer specific content ourselves. We want to provide a stable framework so that people can enjoy the vanilla game and maybe extend it themselves later on. I think that's what exactly people want. They wanted a multiplayer component that would let you just play the vanilla Hogwarts Legacy game, but with a friend, and that's really cool that this is already underway in terms of getting this out the door. Currently, it was noted that Yamashi is working on Hogwarts alone, although two members of the Skyrim Together team are ramping up the codebase with an eye toward joining the project. As for how they got a test build running so quickly, Yamashi credited pre-release work on Stray, a very different sort of game and a connection that baffled for a second until they explained it uses Unreal Engine 4.27.2, the same as Hogwarts Legacy, and that the Stray Together mod is not in the offing. The pre-release work was created to creating all the tools to help reverse engineer Hogwarts Legacy quickly and understand the workflow. So they were way ahead of the game as far as working on Hogwarts Legacy, so Yamashi in particular, that is. So, man, I am completely blown away sometimes by what modders are able to do, and these people should have, like, legitimate jobs. I don't know, like, who can, like, pay them. Obviously, they have a patron page, and that's great, but they should be compensated and work under whoever to actually, develop these mods in, and actually be, like, compensated well for doing it. So, check out their Patreon for yourself. Like, credit to them, because, Skyrim Together was something that I remember when I first heard about it, I was like, yo, modders are absolutely wild with what they can come up with. And now Hogwarts Legacy be out for a week. Obviously, this has been under works for a little bit, but man, people on PC be, like, way more talented in one of their fingers than I have in my entire body. But that's neither here nor there. So cool to see that continue to work. Again, this is very much still in its infancy, so don't expect, like, a wide release here anytime shortly, but it will be open source, so users will be able to be free to do or create whatever they want with it. So yeah, again, very much a lot of credit to them. I'll leave the PC Gamer article in the description box below, as well as the Patreon page if you do want to sign up for that, as well as the fact that the prototype build is live right now. Alright, moving on from that, Last of Us Part 1, pre-orders have opened up on Steam. I know we ain't about pre-ordering games, but you know, I don't really have an issue with people pre-ordering games on Steam, especially because refunds are a thing, and you guys know the deal. But, super excited for Last of Us Part 1. I still haven't watched the television show. Please don't hold me at gunpoint. But, yeah, everybody's telling me it's awesome. I think I had one friend that wasn't as into it, but he was, like, a hardcore Last of Us fan, so, like, you know, it not being completely one-to-one, like, really did irk him. Everybody else I've talked to, people that have played the game, people that haven't played the game, all say they love it. And now, timing-wise, it works out really well because The Last of Us Part 1 is headed over to PC and Steam on March the 28th. Now, the regular version is $59.99. There is a digital deluxe edition for $69.99. That includes some early unlocks and things like that. Nothing too major, and I won't be paying an extra $10 for that. But the Firefly edition is also getting a PC release, which I found rather interesting. Now, it is $100. It won't get you a game disc. It is a physical copy, but it won't get you a game disc. It'll get you a voucher code for it to be redeemed on Steam. I think people these days be building PCs without even a disc drive in it, so you know, a game disc might not be something that is relevant, but nonetheless, you'll get a voucher included for the PC Digital Edition, available via voucher code, Steam account, and internet connection required. The purchase is not refundable, and they do note launch day delivery as well. As far as what's included, you have the Steelbook case with full game featuring single player and standalone prequel chapter The Left Behind DLC for PC. On top of that, the big thing is you got The Last of Us American Dreams comics 1 through 4 with new cover art, and then you will get the digital deluxe edition content as well. So I mean, if you do want the Firefly edition, it's just cool to see them release it on PC. I believe this came out on PlayStation and went out of stock real quickly, actually. So, I don't foresee the PC version going out of stock real quickly, just because I think inherently, when you're talking about buying, like, collector's editions and things like that, the fact that you do have a digital voucher code, that might be something that does push people away. I don't actually recall if the Firefly edition had a digital voucher code on PlayStation as well, but Sony and PlayStation, they've been doing that gimmick a lot with a lot of their collector's edition. They did it with Horizon and they did it with God of War as well, just because with PlayStation, you have people with the digital console and the physical, or not the physical console, like the disc drive enabled console, disc drive equipped console rather, so you want to cater towards both of them. I understand that, but I just feel like, you know, if you're buying like a $200 collector's edition, getting a digital voucher code is kind of weird, but nonetheless, on PC, like, digital gaming has been completely normalized, so that's not that big of a deal. So if you want it there, I'll leave a link to that in the description box as well. Lastly, I do want to note that Wanted Dead has dropped today. Has a mixed reception right now on Steam, 50% positive across 76 reviews. It seems like a lot of people are saying that the game is incredibly mediocre and does have some janky elements to it. I know IGN gave it a 4 out of 10, unfortunately, which is a real big bummer. But yeah, might be something you want to keep on the wishlist and then pick it up at a deep, deep discount. But nonetheless, have it on your radar, add it to the wishlist. I imagine this is a game that's going to come out and really get swept under the rug here in like a week or so after, you know, Wild Hearts drops and so many of these other big games are coming out towards the end of this month and going into March when you have stuff like the Resident Evil 4 remake and whatnot. But yeah, this is one I easily see getting lost in the shuffle, unfortunately. But that is going to do it for me. Again, major mod in the works with a Hogwarts Legacy co-op mod, multiplayer mod. Wild that this is already off the ground, so check that out. Link to PC Gamer in the description box below. Last of Us Part 1 available to pre-order right now. Firefly Edition available on PlayStation Direct. You do have to buy it off there. And Wanted Dead out now on Steam. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.